Peace and hello to all. This is S.S.Oracle, Shadow and Soul Oracle. My name is Savvy. I'm gonna do a alchemy reading. Okay, like if it's not a love reading, relationship reading, it's gonna be an alchemy reading. Okay, like your personal transformation, whatever's going on in your energy. Okay, whatever might be going on within your spirit. All right, spiritual transformation. Personal enlightenment, all of that. Okay, so we're going to dig into that right now and see what's going on with the collective. I'm going to start with tarot, traditional tarot this time, no deviant tarot. Okay, and we got the Page of Wands coming out first. One thing I like about the Page of Wands is like, it's a young, youthful kind of energy. You don't have to be, a younger person, just the energy itself, very ambitious here. My favorite thing about it is how they look. You know what I mean? It's like someone coming out and showing a new kind of expression of themselves, a new version of themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's that family member that goes off, comes back, and they're a completely different person. You know what I'm saying? They show up with the crystals and they show up with all that. You know what I'm saying? That might be what's going on here with a Page of Wands. Let's keep going though. You're talking about a transformation. Somebody's really stepping out in a new way and showing themselves in a new way here. Okay. And a Page of Cups. Okay, the Page of Cups facing, or the Page of Wands facing the Page of Cups here. Okay, possibly seeking, connection, seeking some type of connection or reconnecting. All right, that's kind of been a theme lately of like the innocence part of oneself, connecting to the inner child self. You know what I'm saying? This could be an old flame within, is what I'm saying. An old flame, an old spark of, understanding your imaginative nature. I've been seeing, I don't know if anybody else has been seeing this, I've been seeing a lot about, education and how children are conditioned through education, through the educational system and things like that. So maybe there's some of that going on, you know what I'm saying? Undoing some things that they realize in their childhood may not have been conducive or useful for them. Let me see. The Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. You know what I mean? Maybe many desires. Maybe as a child, this individual I'm reading on right now, it's like there were many dreams, many desires, many aspirations. What do you want to be? A doctor? What do you want to be? A vet, or a fireman? What do you want to be? An artist? What do you want to be? A cook? It was like, when they ask you what do you want to be as a kid, and it's like all these different things. And it's like all the possibilities, you know what I'm saying? You could be whatever you want to be here. Maybe somebody is re-exploring those things. Okay, at this time they're re-exploring those things, and that's very important when we're going through a transformational process, to reconnect with the inner child and revisit those things that brought us joy, that we may have been deterred from at some point. Okay, either through academia or teachers or even family or whatever in childhood. Like that's a very important consciousness to tap into. Your inner child consciousness is very important to tap into, because as children we hold our soul codes very strongly, right? We know who we are. We may not be able to explain it, we may not be able to to comprehend what's going on with us, but it's like we know, like we have our light as children. And when we're dealing with people and dealing with the world, that light starts to dim. We're very impressionable, and people will give you all types of options. You'll get all types of options and possibilities and things like that. But if something doesn't resonate, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they were told to be something or told they could be something, and it doesn't resonate. So now they're exploring those things that they were curious about and interested in as a child. I'm going to pull these sacred geometry activations. All right, these are very beautiful cards, you guys. Like, very beautiful. Let's see what we get for this energy here, this person here. Soul time. Y'all see that? Name my camera. Soul time. Soul time says the number 40 could be significant. Somebody could be in their 40s. This is what I'm talking about, okay? Soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. That's what I'm saying. It's truly never too late. If something is in you and has been in you as a child in your whole life, it cannot be too late. Okay, it cannot be too late to reconnect, right? All these cups here, to reconnect to the soul and what resonates with your soul and what makes you feel good and what makes you feel inspired and what makes you feel fulfilled, okay, in this life. Because as adults, we got to deal with stuff, really in an obligatory kind of way. Like things that we may not want to do, like we have to do. You know what I'm saying? But your things you're passionate about, you shouldn't feel like you have to do them. So maybe that's part of it too. Like anything you feel like you have to do, hopefully it's aligned with your values and your standards and stuff like that. And you find some, like practicality out of it. Like anything you have to do, you feel that energy where it's like, I have to do it. Like it's like you feel obligated. You don't want to. So assess that is what I'm getting. You have to assess that. I have to do it. Is it something that you value though? Like, is it something useful? Because there has to be a reframing of things that may be getting in the way of you exploring what you're really called to do. But it's just a matter of finding out if it's worth it. Like, what do you have to do? Do you have a job? Is it a job you have, a certain career you have that may feel like it's in the way of you exploring like creativity or something? But it's like, I've explored this phrase have to, right? With understanding the energy of Taurus, right? And the motto of Taurus being I have, right? I have. And having is about possession, right? So it's like, I have these cards. I have these cards that are in my possession. So when we're assessing our life and our values and trying to balance, what do you have to use? What do you have to use? I have a job. I have a career to provide me financial security or stability. And maybe that has to be the focus. Maybe it's not, this is my life's purpose, right? Maybe your job and career is not your life's purpose, but it is purposeful because you have it, right? For a reason, right? Like, let's not look at it as, and I'm getting, it's like, because it's an adult thing. It's like, we have to find a career, find a job, and we mesh our entire personality and our identity around what we do for money. And that's maybe where this person is that I'm reading about. It's like, you realize that what you want to do and how you want to be in the world does not revolve around what you do for work. Okay, so you have your job to use for your stability and to your security, but you also have what's in your soul and what you want to be in the world and what you want to do in the world. And that may not have anything to do with money. Okay, I don't see any pinnacles out here. What just flipped over? Third eye chakra here. Third eye chakra, let's see what this is. Third eye chakra says, the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination and our psychic powers. Yeah. You got to set aside some intentional time. The number 6 could be significant. You got to set aside some actual time to connect, right? To allow yourself to be immersed in your imagination again. Okay. And what this is being like kind of in a flow state and tapping into your feminine energy a little bit, where it's like, I don't know if you've ever been, you get lost in a project, or even when you're watching something on TV and you just kind of zone out. Like that kind of energy to be translated into something creative and like really not thinking too hard about it, like letting your imagination and your ideas just flow. Maybe writing a list of things, okay? Tracking any synchronicities that you may experience, like you're thinking of a song and then you hear it on the radio. Like pay attention to those things because those are signs, okay? Or you hear it on like a car passes by and you hear a song. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to you have to open yourself up to that. Open yourself up to the connections of what's going on within you and what's going on around you, because that's serving as some inspiration. Page of Wands, okay? And you know what I mean? It's like, when you see those movies where it's like a kid. I don't know if anybody's ever seen, like, I'm getting Roger Rabbit. Like the movie Roger Rabbit. Like that kind of world where it's like, you look at, it's like that Looney Tunes kind of world, like that. I'm getting that kind of imagination where they throw that little portal on the wall and then you can just jump through it. Like, you kind of got to play with your reality a little bit. Look around in your reality a little bit and get some inspiration. And how would a child see this, right? The third eye. How would that imaginative eye see my reality to help inspire me, to reconnect me to the things that actually bring me joy and fulfillment. That's what we're doing here. Okay, let me get one more of these, and then I will pull some House of Sacred Harmony for somebody here. Ooh. Divine Feminine. Like I said, connecting with your divine feminine energy. It's about trust. Number 21 could be significant. Okay, it's about trusting. The frequency of the divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, soft side. Okay, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. That's literally everything I just said. That is literally everything that I just said right now. Right? Allowing yourself to just be open to connecting to all of creation and everything around you, and letting that serve you, serve your creativity in some kind of a way. Okay, I don't know, what kind of arena you may be in, but really this is about connecting to that youthful, childlike, not childish, that childlike essence that you have, that you've always had. It's always been there. It may have been repressed, it may have been suppressed, but that playful energy, that that doesn't make sense. Like I said, real Looney Tunes. I'm getting real Looney Tunes. Okay. Let's see. House of Sacred Harmony. Let's get some divine intervention, higher spirits, deities. What is the divine influence over this reading here? Ooh, the gatekeeper. All right, this is about to take somebody real deep right here, this gatekeeper card. Okay. 41 could be significant. So I'm getting, somebody might be in their 40s here. Okay, and dealing with this reactivation of their youth. The motto is, I am open. It speaks to God's grace. And the deity here is the Anunnaki. All right. The Anunnaki is used to refer to a group of deities, often associated with the heavens or the sky, who mythology says made mankind to serve them. Right? You must remain in your freedom. You must take back that which is stolen from you. Only you can make yourself whole again. This is your God-given right that no one has the right to take from you. Claim it, know your worth, and never settle for anything less than you value of yourself. So within the mythology of Anunnaki, and I'm sure people have heard many things, there's the idea that the Anunnaki created humanity to be a certain kind of a way. Okay? That's just one understanding of it. And so in this reading in particular, it's speaking to what I was saying in the beginning, where it's like you're given these options and you're given these templates and you're giving these, ways to go as children. You know what I'm saying? We're formatted in a way to go. And so this card is speaking to breaking away from that and knowing that it's a right for you to be who you know yourself to be on the inside, and having to undo whatever types of programming and conditioning that you need to do to reconnect with that. Like some people can be essentially like living in this energy where it's like they just follow the straight narrow path and they're okay. But for those who awaken and those who come into higher consciousness, that starts to conflict. Okay? It starts to conflict. Like ultimately we are our own being. We do have our own power. We have our own will. So in the event that we experience an awakening or a transformation time, right, a time of transformation, that's our call to tap into our power. Nothing controls us. Okay, let that be known. Nothing can control you. When you start to activate the power of your mind, there ain't no conditioning, no program that you can't break out of when you have the will to want to break out of it. And your soul is calling you to do what your soul has known since you were a child. Okay, don't nothing have that much control over you. But, in this world, they may want you to believe that, they may do everything in their power to get you to conform. Okay, the Page of Wands, this is not conformity. Everybody's wearing suits and tie. Page of Wands walks in like this. Okay, so this isn't about conformity here. This is stepping away from conformity. And like I said earlier, if you are in a business or a career or job, that has to be utilized for purpose. Right? Practical purpose here. Okay. You have it to use it for what you have it for. Okay. But your soul journey, your transformational journey, right? Your alchemy, that's where you put your focus. Even, I don't know what your field is, okay? I don't know what field you may be in or what you may be doing out in the world, you know what I mean? But that can be utilized, right? Playfully, using your imagination. You know what I'm saying? Even that could be used playfully. Let's see, how can I give an example? Okay, so if you say you work in a coffee shop, say you work in a coffee shop, I don't know, a cafe, coffee shop or something. There are actually deities and energies and spirits that connect with, say, certain herbs or certain beans and coffee or what, you know what I'm saying? Like there's ways to research the spirituality of things. So if you're working in a restaurant, you know what I'm saying? The energies that work with cooking, like I don't know, like maybe this is a you need to go research thing. Okay, you need to go research what are the spiritual meanings and significances of things, because they're out there. Like I'm outside right now, like whatever kind of plant that is, there's probably a spiritual significance for it. It probably means rebirth, it probably means connection, or it means playfulness or something. So this is one of those things where you have to research, okay, and find the information. Page of Wands, go for it. Okay, go for it, find a way to connect, okay, to the things that you're involved in. Back to this divine feminine. All right, what did it say here? All right, allow yourself to express openly, and the divine feminine helps us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. That means at any given moment, you're connected to something, and you just have to find that connection, okay? If you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of my services, please click the link. Peace.